to Simple Art at Home with me, Laura Houston. Today we're going to talk about the National PTA Reflections Program. And this year's theme is Show Your Voice. What does that mean, show your voice? Well, before you can even show your voice, you have to think about what's important to me and what do I want to express or convey through my art. So before we go to the art table, I'm going to show you a little movie that'll help you learn more about the categories and the theme. Let's take a look. Let's learn about the National PTA Reflections Program. There are 6 different categories: dance choreography, film production, literature, music composition, photography, and visual arts. You can submit an entry in any of these art areas listed below, or you can choose more than one to enter. For example, you could submit some artwork into visual arts, and then maybe you also want to write a poem for literature. It's up to you. The hardest part of any art project is coming up with your idea. This year's theme is Show Your Voice. I'm going to repeat that because it's really important. This year's theme is Show Your Voice. I recommend starting with a circle map and brainstorming some ideas and writing them inside the circle map. Look inward and ask yourself, what is important to me? What do I want to tell or show people about me or my family, my community, or my culture? You can look outward and ask yourself, what is wrong or right with the world around me that I would like to talk about or show? Everybody needs to complete an artist statement. It's very important. You are required to write a description of your artwork that is no less than 10 words and no more than 100 words. And the judges will use your statement to understand what you are trying to say through your art. Take your time and put some effort into this step. When your art project or artwork is being scored, the judges will be looking at 3 categories. Your interpretation of the theme, which is show your voice. They'll take a look at your creativity and your artistic technique. Notice that interpretation of the theme is worth 40 points, which is the most out of all 3 categories. Here's an example of the entry form that you will need to turn in with your project. It'll be due October 3rd to your teacher or to your school site chairperson. Notice on this form that you do need to have a parent signature. It's very important. We cannot accept your project without a parent or guardian signature. Let's take a look at the specific rules by each category. Visual arts. Visual art can be painting or drawing, and if it is, it cannot be any larger than 24 inches by 30 inches. However, it doesn't just have to be a painting or a drawing. It can be jewelry making, some type of craft, or even sculpture. So there's all kinds of different subcategories that fit into visual arts. Dance choreography. So your dance cannot be longer than 5 minutes. And it can't be a dance that you've learned on social media, and it cannot be a dance that you learned in your dance class. The idea of dance choreography is that you, the student, are creating a dance. So also, whatever music you use in the dance, you have to cite it in the details section of your entry form. Film production. Your film cannot be longer than 5 minutes, and if you have any music in the background of your film, you also must cite that music in the details section of your entry form. Literature. Whatever it is that you are writing cannot be longer than 2,000 words. Literature can include poetry, it can be an essay, a screenplay, or even a short story. And it can be written in your home language as long as you also supply an English translation with it. Music composition. The song that you compose cannot be longer than 5 minutes. It's very important that you understand that the student, you must be the composer of the music. It cannot be a song that is already out there in the world. It's not a song that's in a piano book that you are playing. It's a song that you have written yourself. You are the composer. You cannot use any copyrighted material. Now, if you're in 6th grade, you also have to turn in the tablature or the musical notation, or you can turn in a technical explanation of the music. That is for 6th grade and up. Photography. If you look there, it says that the photograph can be no smaller than 3 by 5 inches and no larger than 8 by 10. It must be a single print, meaning you cannot turn in a collage of multiple photographs, and you are not to have any graphics or writing over the top of the photos. So if you have more questions, feel free to contact me, Mrs. Laura Houston. My email is right there on the screen. Remember, your reflections projects are due October 3rd, 2022, to your teacher or to your school site reflections chair. And for more rules and guidelines, go ahead and visit the website that you see there on the screen. And I hope you have fun with the creative process, and I wish you good luck. So I hope that you found that movie helpful, and I'm going to move over to the art table, and we're going to take a look at some examples of artist statements and artwork. So I'll meet you at the table. Oh, I just wanted to show you an example of the entry form. And this top part will be filled out for you with information about your local PTA ID. So that will be completed for you. But this part down here, you will have to fill out. And of course, too, we need parent or guardian signature here. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that the hardest part of any art project or art contest is coming up with the idea. And the theme, Show Your Voice, really is forcing you to ask yourself, what is important to me? What do I want to tell or show people about me? So what I did is I started with this thinking map, this circle map, and your teacher should have a copy of this. And I brainstormed some ideas. So I thought about my voice as an inner voice, and how that could be shown using a light. And I'll show you an example. I thought about pets, how pets are very important to people and to their emotional well-being, because pets are important to me. And I also have strong feelings about social media and technology and how myself and most people use it too much. And I also had another idea of how I could show several things that were important to me. So I suggest starting with some sort of a brainstorm. So let's look at some examples here. Okay. So I've attached artist statements to each of my samples. Now, I just want to remind you that since I specialize in visual art, meaning painting and drawing, those are the examples that I'm sharing with you. But remember, you might want to be writing a poem or composing music or working on dance choreography. But so I'm just showing you visual art examples. Okay, so I have this piece of art here. And remember, the judges are going to use your artist statement to understand what it is that you're trying to convey about Show Your Voice. So I'm going to read this to you. I wrote, many people, I should have said including myself, spend too much time on social media or on their phones. And as a result, they miss out on being present in life. I used my voice in my art to say, be here now. Be here now means to be mindful of the present moment. It means to pay attention to the people, pets, and nature all around you. I used the element of art line to show busy chaos all around here. And then I added a very calm center with the words, be here now. And notice your artist statement cannot be more than 100 words. And so you can just Google word counter and, paste your artist statement in there and it'll count the words for you. So this was 87 words. So here's one example. Okay. And let's look at another example. This one's kind of funny. Okay, let me just show you this for a minute, what I did here. I'm going to hold it up to the camera. That's me. Okay. So you may be thinking, well, how does this show your voice? Well, my artist statement is going to explain it. I call this one cat surfing. I am using my voice through my art to say that pets can offer emotional support to people. If you love animals and if you can take care of one, then you should have a pet. Pets can make people so happy. I have 3 cats at home and they are so fun. They make me laugh and I love it when they sit with me. I decided to paint myself cat surfing as a metaphor to show how my cats support me. I asked my friend Valerie Valencia to take my picture. And then I glued it onto the paper. And this was exactly 100 words. And, I'll show you a trick with this. So I asked my friend Valerie to take my picture and I was actually standing on floor. And then I just cut myself out and glued a picture of myself here with all these little cats supporting me. That one was fun. I hope you have fun too while you're working on your projects. Okay, I have another one for you. Okay, they're all very different. Okay, so remember, it's show your voice. Okay, here we have this. I'm going to hold it up so you can kind of just see it up close. And here I started out with pencil and then I added some colored pencil, watercolor, and over the top I have some tempera paint. Okay. This one is called My Voice, My Light. And I show my voice by being compassionate to others. My compassionate voice comes from my heart, so I decided to paint a light radiating from my heart. I drew my self-portrait with my eyes closed because I am portraying myself in a state of calm, loving kindness. I used watercolors, colored pencil, and tempera paint on this project. I decided not to detail this painting with black pen, as I normally do, because I wanted this project to appear soft and serene. And it's 82 words. I have one more example to share with you. I also took my picture for this one and cut it out. And for this, I used pen and ink and watercolor. So remember, it's show your voice. So this one's called My Voice, My Thoughts. What do I want to tell or show people about me? I filled the air above my head with things that are important to me. The big heart represents love. The paw represents animals. I just love animals. I enjoy reading and creating art too. I added the globe to show that I'm concerned about the earth and my community. I cut out my photo and glued it onto paper, and then I used watercolor to create the rest of the project. And this is 82 words. And I'm showing you these not because, you can't copy these, obviously, but I was just hoping that maybe some of my works might be springboards for ideas for your artwork. Okay. I am going to meet you back up at the easel. Okay, so I hope that you're excited to participate in the 2022 National PTA Reflections Program. Feel free to email me if you have questions. I keep my email there on the bottom corner of the screen. And good luck to you, and I can't wait to see your work. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. See you next time.